Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a first impressions video on the Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. So I'm doing a first impressions and this is in NC35 and there's 25 mils in this bottle, so it's a little bit less than a normal foundation. In a normal one you'd probably get about 30 mils. So this one's got a little bit less. I don't mind the packaging being a squeezy bottle because I feel like I can get all the product out. I just wanted to let you guys know that I do have combination skin, so usually it's on the oiliest side, but because it's been colder in Australia at the moment, my skin is a little bit drier. So I just wanted to cover all those bases before I get in. So let's get straight into the video. Okay, so to start off today, I'm going to use my Nude by Nature Undercover Airbrush Mineral Primer. So I'm just going to use this on one side of my face. That way we can kind of tell if this foundation works better with the primer or without. So I'm just going to apply this to this side of my face. Okay, so I'm going to use a beauty blender today to put my foundation on into my skin. So I hope this color is not too dark for me. This is in NC35. Usually I would go NC25 when I'm fake tanned, which I am now, but the girl at the MAC counter actually said that these shades run lighter than the Studio Fix Fluid, so she recommended this color. I hope it's not too dark, so I'm gonna have to see how I go. So I'm just going to dot this all over my face. It might be okay actually, I'm not sure. It's not as thick as what I thought it would be. I was expecting like some kind of really heavy duty foundation for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, it's not as like thick as Studio Fix Fluid. So far I really like how the foundation doesn't feel heavy on my skin at all, which I'm really surprised about. I don't know, in my mind I just kept imagining some really thick foundation, but this feels really, really good on my skin. Okay, so that's what that side looks like with one thin layer. You can still see like little freckles and stuff, probably not from the distance of the camera, but I can see them in the mirror, which doesn't bother me at all. So yeah, I would say it's got a medium coverage at the moment. I'm going to see if I can build it up a little bit just in places I need to. And I'm going to apply it to this side as well. I think the only thing you have to be careful with when you are applying this foundation is try to blend it quite quickly, just because I think it dries quite quickly and that could lead to having like patchy looking foundation. When I use my Studio Fix Fluid, it goes on very smoothly and you don't have to work too hard to blend out the lines or buff it in or whatnot. This one I can see that I'm kind of having to go over, just it does look the tiniest bit patchy. Yeah, so I don't know, we'll see how we go anyway. So this foundation is definitely buildable. It's building up so easily. When I put on another layer, it's just seamlessly blending in. I don't really have to try when I'm putting another layer. It's not going like patchy or anything, which is good. I thought it would. But when I put another layer, it looks like it's actually all smoothed out. When there's quite a thin layer, I think you have to work a little bit harder to blend it through. But building it up is not an issue, and this can definitely be built up to a full coverage. Okay, so that's what it looks like with about 1.5 layers, just because I did one layer and then I just kind of built it up more on my cheeks and my nose. So around my nose, I'm really happy because it hasn't clung to any dry skin. It smoothly went over. I feel like this foundation doesn't accentuate pores, which is good. To be honest, looking at the prime side and not the prime side, I don't know if I can really see a difference. To me, it looks pretty much the same. It doesn't really look any different to me. The only thing is, in person, I feel like this foundation actually looks a little bit orange compared to, let's say, my tan. I don't know, like I don't know if you'll be able to tell in the camera, but in person my face looks a bit orange, but I don't know, it might change after I do like my concealer, my powder and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I will just skim through it really shortly, so I'm just going to do it and speed it up so you guys know what I've done, and then I'll come back in a few hours and let you know how the foundation is going. Okay, so before I go, I just wanted to let you guys know we're going to do the waterproof testing bit later in the day. So I've put foundation on my hand. I'm going to set it with a powder and see how long that lasts, and then at the end of the day I'm going to put my hands underwater and film it, and we're going to see if it lasts or not. So yeah, we'll do that later, and I'll do the flash test and everything, but I'll see you guys very soon. Hey guys, so I'm back with an update on the foundation. Currently it is almost 4 o'clock, so 5 to 4. I forgot to mention at the start of this video, I started my makeup at around 11 AM, so I started my foundation. What I can say about the foundation is nothing has really changed. I haven't gone oily, nothing's really creased. The only really big thing that I am annoyed with, which you won't be able to tell really in the camera because I'm looking at it and you can't really tell, I went into natural light in the bathroom to look at my foundation, and the foundation is so orange. Like, it's really, really orange, especially for it to be an NC color where it should be more yellow tones. It's looking really orange. I find with pinker foundations, they go orange, but this one looks like really orange in natural light, where to the point I can tell the difference between my face makeup and my fake tan. So I'm probably going to put some on my chest because I have to go out, and I'm kind of embarrassed because it looks like a severe like color difference, but you can't tell in this light. Maybe you can, but I can't tell. So that's the biggest thing I'm probably disappointed about. And I did put yellow powder on my face as well, and it still looks pretty orange. So I can't tell you anything else. Nothing is creased around my mouth, which is a really big plus for me. Everything else is fine, but yeah, apart from the, I don't know if it's oxidized and gone orange, but it wasn't very long until after I did my makeup. I went straight to the bathroom and it was already orange. So I'll let you know how I go a bit later, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, so it's almost 10 o'clock now, and this is how the foundation looks. So it did go a little bit shiny just around my nose and stuff like that, which is totally normal. I will also be doing a flash test. This foundation has no SPF in it at all. So I will put the photos maybe on the screen right here so you can see what it looks like. And I also did the water testing on my hand, which I'll show you right now. So that's how the foundation held up on my hand and what it looks like with flash. So it does look pretty good, and the flashback doesn't really flash back at all, which is really great for this foundation. What I can tell you about it right now is it went a little bit shiny around my nose, around here. I haven't touched up at all, but besides that, it hasn't creased anywhere, which is so good. So I'm so happy that this foundation didn't get stuck like right here in my smile lines, in my forehead lines when I express. So that is a major plus for me. The only kind of con I can think of is that the coloring of this foundation, it's in NC35, it is a little bit orange. I haven't had this problem with the Studio Fix fluid. It's usually been more yellow, so it's always matched my tan, but in person or in natural lighting, you can see this foundation is a little bit orange. But besides the colouring issue, I really do like this foundation and I will wear it again. I just want to try out to see if I can get this not looking as orange, just with maybe certain powders I can change the colour a little bit. For it being an NC foundation, it still was coming up a little bit orange and pink for me. I'm not sure, just because I went darker in the colour, that's why it did look more orange. But anyway, I did really enjoy it and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.